My beloved child, stop for a moment and listen carefully to my voice. Do not rush past this message. Do not allow the noise around you to steal this sacred moment. I have drawn you here for a reason. Out of all the things you could be doing right now, out of all the voices competing for your attention, I have chosen this moment to speak directly to your heart. My child, I know what you have been carrying. I know the burdens you have hidden behind your smile. I know the worries that keep you awake long after everyone else has gone to sleep. I know the questions you have asked when no one else was around to hear them. I know the silent prayers you whispered through tears. I know the battles you fought without telling anyone. Nothing about your life has escaped my notice. You may feel forgotten by people. You may feel overlooked by the world. You may even wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. But I tell you today that I see everything. I see every sacrifice you have made. I see every act of kindness that went unnoticed. I see every moment you chose faith when fear was easier. I see every tear that fell from your eyes when you thought no one was watching. Do not believe the lie that your struggles have no purpose. The seasons that tested you were not sent to destroy you. They were preparing you. Every challenge has been shaping your character. Every delay has been strengthening your faith. Every disappointment has been teaching you to trust me more deeply than before. There were moments when you wanted to give up. There were days when you felt exhausted from trying. There were nights when your heart felt heavy and your future seemed uncertain. Yet here you are. You are still standing. You are still moving forward. You are still seeking me. That is not because of your strength alone. It is because my hand has been upon you every step of the way. My child, I want you to understand something important today. Your life is not random. You are not here by accident. Before you took your first breath, I knew your name. Before you faced your first challenge, I had already prepared the strength you would need to overcome it. Before the world ever saw you, I saw greatness hidden inside you. Many times you have compared yourself to others. Many times you have wondered why their journey seems easier than yours. Many times you have questioned your own worth because of what you lacked or because of mistakes you made. But I never created you to live someone else's life. I created you with a unique purpose. I placed gifts inside you that no one else can carry in exactly the same way. Stop measuring yourself according to the standards of this world. The world measures success by appearance, popularity, wealth, and status. But I look at the heart. I look at faithfulness. I look at integrity. I look at the person you are becoming through every trial and every victory. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are not enough. He has whispered that your dreams are too big, your mistakes are too many, and your future is too broken. But those whispers do not come from me. My voice speaks hope. My voice speaks life. My voice speaks truth. The truth is that I am not finished with your story. The truth is that your best days are not behind you. The truth is that what seems impossible to you is still possible with me. Even now, while you are listening to these words, I am working in ways you cannot see. I am opening doors that have been closed. I am arranging opportunities that have not yet appeared. I am aligning circumstances that will eventually reveal my faithfulness to you. Do not lose heart, because you cannot see the entire picture. A farmer does not dig up a seed every day to check its growth. He trusts the process. In the same way, trust my process in your life. What I planted in you is growing. What I promised you is developing. What I began in you will be completed in the proper time. My child, there are areas of your life where you have been carrying unnecessary fear. You have worried about tomorrow. You have worried about finances. You have worried about relationships. You have worried about situations that have not even happened yet. Today I am asking you to release those burdens into my hands. You were never meant to carry tomorrow's problems before tomorrow arrives. You were never meant to live under the weight of constant anxiety. You were never meant to walk through life feeling abandoned. Bring your worries to me. Bring your fears to me. Bring your disappointments to me. I am strong enough to carry what has been crushing your heart. And while you wait for answers, keep moving forward. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep showing kindness. Keep choosing forgiveness. Keep growing in faith. Do not allow temporary circumstances to define your eternal purpose. One day, you will look back and understand why certain doors remained closed. One day, you will understand why certain people left your life. One day, you will understand why some prayers seemed delayed. And when that day comes, you will see that I was protecting you, guiding you, and preparing something greater than you could imagine. My child, this is not the season to quit. This is not the season to surrender to discouragement. This is not the season to let fear control your decisions. This is the season to trust me more than ever before. Hold on to hope. Hold on to faith. Hold on to my promises. Because I am still writing your story. I am still opening doors. I am still making a way where there seems to be no way. And I am still working all things together for your good. If this message speaks to your heart today, write, "Yes, Lord," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let that simple act remind you that you are choosing faith over fear. And if these words have encouraged you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with someone who needs hope today. If my words have brought peace to your heart, and you feel led to help this ministry continue reaching souls around the world, you may support the ministry through the link given below. Your support helps carry messages of faith to those who are searching for hope. Stay with me until the very end of this journey, because what I will reveal in the days ahead can transform the way you see your life forever. I am with you, my child, and I am only beginning. My beloved child, come closer and listen carefully, for there is something I need you to understand today. Many times you have looked at your life and focused only on what is missing. You have looked at the prayers that seem unanswered, the dreams that appear delayed, and the battles that continue longer than you expected. You have wondered why the journey feels difficult when all you desire is peace. You have questioned why certain burdens remain when you have faithfully brought them before me again and again. But today I want you to shift your focus. Instead of looking only at what has not happened yet, look at how far I have already brought you. Look back for a moment. Remember the situations that once seemed impossible. Remember the nights when you thought you would never recover. Remember the seasons when you felt completely overwhelmed. You are no longer where you once were. You survived moments that were designed to break you. You overcame obstacles that once looked larger than your faith. You endured storms that could have destroyed your confidence. Yet here you are, breathing, growing, moving forward, still standing beneath my grace. That was not luck. That was not coincidence. That was my hand sustaining you even when you could not see it. My child, there are victories in your life that you have forgotten to celebrate because you became so focused on the next challenge. The enemy wants you to believe that nothing is changing. He wants you to ignore the progress you have made. He wants you to overlook the strength you have gained. He wants you to become discouraged before you reach the blessing that is closer than you realize. Do not fall into that trap. Take time to recognize what I have already done. The fact that you are still here is evidence of my faithfulness. The fact that your heart still seeks me is evidence of my grace. The fact that hope still rises within you after everything you have endured is evidence that I am working within your spirit. I know there are moments when you compare your timeline to someone else's. You see others receiving opportunities. You see others celebrating breakthroughs. You see others stepping into blessings that you have been praying for. And sometimes you quietly ask, Lord, when will it be my turn? My child, hear me clearly. Your story is not late. Your purpose is not behind schedule. Your destiny has not been canceled. I am not rushing because I am preparing something with greater care than you can presently understand. Would you rather receive something quickly that damages your future, or receive something at the perfect moment that strengthens your purpose? Trust my timing. There are blessings that require preparation. There are opportunities that require maturity. There are doors that cannot open until you are ready to walk through them wisely. That is why waiting is not always punishment. Sometimes waiting is protection. Sometimes waiting is preparation. Sometimes waiting is evidence that I love you too much to give you something before the right season arrives. My child, many of your greatest breakthroughs are born during seasons when nothing appears to be happening. Roots grow underground before fruit appears above ground. Character develops in private before influence appears in public. Faith grows strongest when circumstances provide no visible evidence. Do not underestimate what I am doing beneath the surface. Even now, I am strengthening areas of your life that will support blessings you have not yet received. I am teaching you patience because the future will require wisdom. I am teaching you endurance because the future will require strength. I am teaching you trust because the future will require faith greater than what you currently possess. Nothing is wasted in my hands, not your tears, not your failures, not your disappointments, not your waiting, not even your mistakes. When surrendered to me, every part of your story can be transformed into something meaningful. You often ask me to remove every challenge from your path, yet some of the greatest lessons you have learned came through the very struggles you wanted me to remove. The pain taught you compassion. The delays taught you patience. The losses taught you gratitude. The uncertainty taught you dependence upon me. And through it all, I have been shaping a stronger version of you. My child, do not be afraid of the future. You spend too much energy worrying about what might happen. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You rehearse problems that do not yet exist. You carry burdens that belong to tomorrow. But I am already present in your tomorrow. Before you arrive there, I will already be waiting for you. The same God who protected you yesterday will guide you tomorrow. The same God who carried you through previous storms will carry you through future challenges. The same God who opened doors before can open new doors again. You are not facing life alone. Never forget that. When people disappoint you, I remain faithful. When circumstances change, I remain constant. When emotions fluctuate, I remain steady. When uncertainty surrounds you, I remain your foundation. Build your confidence upon me rather than temporary circumstances. Because circumstances change, people change, opportunities change. But my promises remain secure. My child, I also want you to guard your heart from resentment. There may be people who hurt you deeply. There may be individuals who misunderstood you, rejected you, betrayed you, or failed to appreciate your value. Holding on to that pain may feel justified, but it is quietly stealing your peace. Release it. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was acceptable. Forgiveness means you are choosing freedom over bitterness. Forgiveness means you trust me to handle what you cannot fix. Forgiveness means you refuse to let yesterday's wounds control tomorrow's possibilities. The future I have prepared for you is too valuable to be weighed down by old pain. Let it go. Place it in my hands. Allow me to heal what you cannot heal by yourself. My child, I am calling you into deeper trust. Not trust based upon feelings, not trust based upon visible results, but trust based upon who I am. Trust me when prayers seem delayed. Trust me when answers are incomplete. Trust me when doors remain closed. Trust me when the path ahead looks unclear. Because my vision extends beyond your current understanding. I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. And I am leading you towards something greater than your fears can imagine. Today, make a decision. Refuse to surrender to discouragement. Refuse to magnify your problems more than my power. Refuse to allow fear to become louder than faith. Lift your eyes above your circumstances. Lift your heart toward me. And remember that I am still working, even when you cannot see the evidence yet. If you receive this word today, type "I trust your timing" in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words become a reminder whenever doubt tries to enter your mind. Stay with me until the end of this message series, because each truth I reveal will help strengthen your faith, renew your perspective, and guide you into the purpose I have prepared for your life. The journey ahead is important, and what you learn may become the answer to prayers you have been carrying for a very long time. I am leading you forward, my child. Keep walking with me. My beloved child, today I want to speak to the deepest part of your heart, the place where you keep the questions you rarely share with anyone else. I know there are moments when you look around and wonder why life has unfolded the way it has. You remember opportunities that slipped through your fingers. You remember prayers that seemed to go unanswered. You remember relationships that ended, dreams that were delayed, and plans that did not unfold the way you expected. Sometimes you have looked at those moments and called them failures. But I do not call them failures. I call them lessons. I call them preparation. I call them stepping stones that were necessary for the journey ahead. My child, one of the greatest mistakes you can make is believing that your past determines your future. The enemy wants you to remain trapped by old memories. He wants you to replay every mistake until you begin to believe those mistakes define who you are. He wants you to focus on every weakness until you forget the strength I have placed within you. But hear me clearly today. Your past is a chapter. It is not the entire story. You are not defined by what went wrong. You are not defined by the worst decision you ever made. You are not defined by the moments when you fell short. You are defined by my love, my grace, and my purpose for your life. There are people who still carry shame from things that happened years ago. They wake up each day carrying guilt that I already forgave. They continue punishing themselves for mistakes that I have already covered with mercy. My child, if I have forgiven you, why do you continue condemning yourself? If I have offered you a fresh start, why do you continue living as though your story ended in failure? Do not allow shame to sit on a throne that belongs to my grace. Learn from your past. Grow from your past. But do not live in your past. Move forward. There is too much ahead of you to spend your life staring backward. I know there are wounds that still hurt. I know there are memories that can still bring tears to your eyes. Some of those wounds came from people you trusted. Some came from situations you never expected. Some came from your own choices. Yet even those wounds do not have the final word. I am the God who heals. I am the God who restores. I am the God who takes broken pieces and creates something beautiful from them. You may look at your life and see damage. I look at your life and see potential. You may see scars. I see evidence of survival. You may see weakness. I see strength that has been forged through hardship. My child, stop speaking against yourself. Stop telling yourself that you are incapable. Stop telling yourself that you are unworthy. Stop repeating negative words that were never spoken by me. The words you speak over your life matter. Too often you speak fear when you should speak faith. Too often you speak defeat when you should speak hope. Too often you focus on limitations while ignoring my power. Begin to align your thoughts with truth. When fear says, I cannot do this, remember that I am with you. When doubt says, nothing will change, remember that I am the God of transformation. When discouragement says, it is too late, remember that my timing is not limited by human calendars. I can restore years that seem lost. I can create opportunities where none appear to exist. I can make a way where there seems to be no way. Nothing is impossible for me. My child, I also want you to understand the value of gratitude. Not many people spend their lives chasing what they do not have and forget to appreciate what they already possess. They focus on the next blessing and overlook the blessings surrounding them today. Do not allow that mindset to take root in your heart. Gratitude opens your eyes to my faithfulness. Gratitude reminds you that I have already been working in your life. Gratitude strengthens your faith for what is still to come. Look around. You have survived things you once thought would destroy you. You have received blessings you once prayed desperately to receive. You have experienced moments of grace that you did not deserve. Even the breath in your lungs is a gift. Even this moment is a gift. Even the opportunity to hear my voice today is a gift. Thank me not only for what is coming, thank me for what is already present. My child, another truth I need you to embrace is this: you cannot control everything. You spend so much energy trying to manage outcomes, predict circumstances, and solve every problem immediately. When things move beyond your control, anxiety begins to grow. But peace is found when you surrender what you cannot control into my hands. Trust me with the details. Trust me with the unknowns. Trust me with the future. Trust me with the people you love. Trust me with the opportunities you desire. Trust me with the prayers you have been carrying. You do not have to carry the weight of the entire world. That burden was never yours. Rest in my presence. Rest in my promises. Rest in the assurance that I am working even when you cannot see it. My child, there are dreams inside your heart that you have nearly abandoned. Life disappointed you so many times that you became afraid to hope again. You convinced yourself that lowering your expectations would protect you from future pain. But hope is not your enemy. Despair is. Fear is. Unbelief is. Do not stop dreaming because the journey became difficult. Do not stop believing because progress feels slow. Do not stop trusting because circumstances appear uncertain. Some of the greatest miracles occur just before people decide to quit. Keep moving forward. Keep praying. Keep growing. Keep trusting. Your breakthrough is not created by your own strength. It comes through my power working in your life. That is why you must stay close to me. Spend time in prayer. Spend time in my presence. Spend time feeding your spirit with truth instead of feeding your fears with negativity. What you consistently focus upon will influence the direction of your life. Choose faith. Choose hope. Choose trust. Choose obedience. And watch what I will do. My child, I am not finished blessing you. I am not finished teaching you. I am not finished strengthening you. And I am certainly not finished writing your story. There are chapters ahead that you cannot yet see. There are answers already moving toward you. There are opportunities being prepared. There are lessons becoming blessings. There are closed doors that protected you and open doors that will soon surprise you. Hold on. Remain faithful. Stay near me. Because what lies ahead is greater than what lies behind. If this message has spoken directly to your heart, type, "God is still working," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that even when progress is invisible, my hand is still moving. Continue watching until the end of this journey, because each message is designed to strengthen your spirit, deepen your trust, and help you apply these truths to your daily life. The lessons ahead may become the key that unlocks peace, wisdom, and confidence for the season you are currently walking through. I am guiding your steps, my child. Keep your eyes on me and move forward with courage. My beloved child, today I want you to quiet every other voice and listen carefully to mine. There are many voices competing for your attention. Some voices speak fear, some speak doubt. Some speak confusion. Some remind you of your failures. Some try to convince you that your future will never be different from your past. But my voice speaks life. My voice speaks hope. My voice speaks truth. And today I am calling you to become more sensitive to my voice than to the noise of the world around you. My child, one reason so many people struggle to find peace is because they spend more time listening to fear than listening to me. They listen to negative opinions. They listen to discouraging reports. They listen to people who speak from their own wounds and limitations. Then they wonder why their faith feels weak. Faith grows when you focus on truth. Fear grows when you focus on uncertainty. The choice of which voice you feed belongs to you. I want you to understand something important. Not every thought that enters your mind deserves your attention. Not every fear deserves your agreement. Not every negative prediction deserves your belief. There are thoughts that come from worry. There are thoughts that come from insecurity. There are thoughts that come from past wounds. And there are thoughts that attempt to pull you away from the confidence I want you to have in me. Learn to examine your thoughts carefully. Ask yourself this question: does this thought bring me closer to trust or further into fear? If a thought constantly fills you with anxiety, hopelessness, and despair, do not build your life upon it. Instead, return to my promises. Return to my truth. Return to my presence. My child, many of the battles you face are won or lost within your mind long before they appear in your circumstances. That is why you must guard your thoughts carefully. If you constantly expect failure, you will struggle to recognize opportunities. If you constantly expect disappointment, you will struggle to celebrate blessings. If you constantly expect rejection, you may miss relationships that I place in your path. Do not allow fear to become the lens through which you view your future. See your future through faith. See your circumstances through faith. See yourself through faith, not because everything is perfect, but because I am present. My child, there are times when I ask you to take a step forward before you can see the entire path. This requires trust. It requires courage. It requires surrender. Many people wait until they have every answer before they move. But faith does not always work that way. Faith often requires action before certainty appears. Think about the moments in your life when growth occurred. Growth happened when you stepped forward despite uncertainty. Growth happened when you trusted me despite fear. Growth happened when you obeyed even though you did not fully understand. The same principle remains true today. Do not allow the absence of complete clarity to stop your progress. Take the next step I have placed before you. Trust me with the step after that. Then trust me again and again and again. One step of obedience at a time can lead you further than years of hesitation. My child, I know there are situations in your life that seem unfair. You have watched people mistreat you while appearing to prosper. You have seen dishonest people succeed while honest people struggle. You have witnessed situations that make you question why justice seems delayed. Trust me, not everything is as it appears. Do not become bitter because of temporary circumstances. Do not allow resentment to take root in your heart. What others choose to do is their responsibility. What you choose to do is yours. Continue walking in integrity. Continue choosing honesty. Continue choosing kindness. Continue choosing faithfulness. Even when no one notices. Even when no one applauds. Even when it feels difficult. Because your reward is not dependent upon human recognition. I see what others overlook. I know what others misunderstand. And I never forget faithfulness. My child, there is another truth I need you to embrace today. You do not have to prove your worth to everyone. Too many people exhaust themselves trying to gain approval from those who will never be satisfied. They spend years chasing acceptance, years chasing validation, years chasing recognition. But true peace arrives when you understand who you are in me. You are valuable because I created you. You are loved because I chose to love you. You are significant because your life carries purpose. No human opinion can increase or decrease the value I have already placed upon you. Walk confidently in that truth. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into places where you were never meant to belong. Stop doubting yourself because someone failed to appreciate your worth. Stop allowing criticism to become louder than my promises. My child, your future does not depend upon everyone understanding you. Your future depends upon you remaining faithful to the path I have called you to walk. There will always be critics. There will always be doubters. There will always be people who misunderstand your intentions. Do not waste your energy trying to convince everyone. Instead, focus on pleasing me. Focus on growing. Focus on becoming the person I created you to be. My child, I am preparing you for greater things. Not only greater blessings, greater wisdom, greater maturity, greater influence, greater responsibility. The future I have for you requires a stronger foundation than the one you currently possess. That is why some of your present challenges are actually training grounds. Every obstacle is teaching you something. Every delay is teaching you something. Every season is preparing you for something. Nothing is meaningless when placed in my hands. Do not despise the process. Embrace it. Learn from it. Grow through it. Because the lessons you learn today may become the keys that unlock tomorrow's opportunities. My child, do not be discouraged by slow progress. Growth often happens gradually. A tree does not become strong overnight. A foundation is not built in a single day. Character develops over time. Faith develops over time. Wisdom develops over time. Be patient with yourself. Keep moving forward. Even small steps matter. Even quiet progress matters. Even unseen growth matters. Continue trusting me. Continue seeking me. Continue walking with me. Because every step taken in faith brings you closer to the purpose I have prepared for your life. If this word encourages your heart today, type, "I will follow your voice," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let those words remind you to listen for my guidance above every other voice. Stay with me until the end of this series, because the lessons ahead will help you strengthen your faith, overcome fear, and build a life rooted in wisdom and trust. What I am teaching you today is preparing you for blessings you will understand more clearly in the days to come. I am leading you, my child. Keep listening, keep trusting, and keep walking forward. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about something that has been quietly affecting your life more than you realize. It is not the challenges around you. It is not the people who oppose you. It is not the circumstances you cannot control. It is the condition of your heart while you walk through those situations. Many people spend their lives trying to change their circumstances while neglecting their hearts. They believe peace will come when their problems disappear. They believe joy will arrive when every prayer is answered. They believe contentment will finally appear when life becomes easier. But true peace does not begin around you, it begins within you. My child, I know there are situations that have tested your patience. There are people who have disappointed you. There are prayers that seem delayed. There are questions that remain unanswered. Yet even in the middle of those things, I am inviting you to develop a heart that trusts me completely. A trusting heart is powerful. A trusting heart remains steady when circumstances change. A trusting heart remains hopeful when answers seem distant. A trusting heart remains faithful even when emotions fluctuate. That kind of heart cannot be built overnight. It is developed through daily surrender. It is developed through choosing faith repeatedly. It is developed through learning to rely upon me instead of relying entirely upon your own understanding. My child, many of your worries come from trying to control things that were never yours to control. You want certainty about the future. You want guarantees about outcomes. You want immediate answers for every question. But if you knew every detail of the journey ahead, faith would no longer be necessary. Faith grows when you trust me without having every answer. Faith grows when you continue moving forward despite uncertainty. Faith grows when you choose obedience even before understanding arrives. This is why I ask you to trust me, not because I want to hide things from you, but because I see what you cannot see. I see tomorrow while you see today. I see opportunities while you see obstacles. I see solutions while you see problems. I see victory while you are still standing in the middle of the battle. My child, there are moments when life feels unfair. You may look around and wonder why others seem to advance while you remain waiting. You may wonder why some people receive quick answers while your prayers appear delayed. Do not compare your journey to theirs. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to rob your heart of peace. The path I have prepared for you is unique. The lessons I am teaching you are unique. The blessings I have planned for you are unique. What I am building in your life cannot be measured against someone else's timeline. Trust the process. Trust the path. Trust my wisdom. Trust my timing. One day you will look back and understand why certain things had to unfold exactly as they did. My child, another danger I want you to avoid is allowing disappointment to become your identity. You may have experienced failure, but you are not a failure. You may have experienced rejection, but you are not rejected. You may have experienced loss, but loss does not define your future. Do not build your identity around painful experiences. Build your identity around my truth. My truth says you are loved. My truth says you are chosen. My truth says you are valuable. My truth says you are capable of more than you realize. The enemy wants you to see yourself through the lens of your wounds. I want you to see yourself through the lens of my purpose. My child, some of the strongest people in faith are not those who never struggle. They are those who continue trusting me while they struggle. Strength is not the absence of difficulty. Strength is continuing forward despite difficulty. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing faith even when fear tries to speak louder. You have already demonstrated more strength than you realize. You have survived difficult seasons. You have endured painful moments. You have overcome challenges that once seemed impossible. And through it all, I have been strengthening your spirit. Never underestimate what we have already overcome together. My child, I also want you to learn the value of stillness. The world constantly pushes you to move faster. Faster decisions, faster results, faster success, faster answers. But some of the greatest wisdom comes in quiet moments spent with me. Slow down. Spend time in prayer. Spend time reflecting. Spend time listening. Not every problem requires immediate action. Sometimes what you need most is my direction. Sometimes what you need most is my peace. Sometimes what you need most is my presence. A heart that learns to be still before me becomes stronger than a heart that constantly reacts to every circumstance. My child, I know you have dreams. I know there are desires hidden deep within your heart. I know there are things you hope to see happen in your family, your finances, your health, your relationships, and your future. Bring those dreams to me. Do not stop dreaming. Do not stop believing. Do not stop hoping. But also learn to trust me with the outcome. Some dreams will unfold exactly as you imagined. Others will unfold differently. And sometimes what I provide will be greater than what you originally requested. My plans for you are not limited by your imagination. My ability is not limited by your circumstances. My power is not limited by your current situation. I am able to do far more than you can presently see. My child, the season ahead requires a stronger faith than the season behind you. That is why I have been preparing you. That is why I have been teaching you. That is why I have been drawing you closer to me. Because where I am leading you, you will need confidence in my voice. You will need trust in my promises. You will need peace that does not depend on circumstances. And you will need the wisdom that comes from walking closely with me. Stay near me. Stay teachable. Stay faithful. Stay grateful. Keep praying even when answers seem delayed. Keep trusting even when progress appears slow. Keep believing even when circumstances challenge your faith. Because I am working. I am moving. I am preparing. And I am leading you into a future that carries more purpose than you can currently understand. If this message speaks to your spirit today, type, "My heart trusts you, Lord," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let those words become a reminder that your trust is stronger than your fears. And if these messages are helping you grow closer to me, helping you find hope, wisdom, and encouragement in your daily life, consider supporting this ministry through the link given below. If you feel happy with these words and feel led in your heart to do so. Your support helps these messages continue reaching people who desperately need hope and encouragement. Continue watching until the very end, because what I will reveal in the next chapters can help transform how you face challenges, make decisions, and walk confidently into the future I am preparing for you. I am holding your future, my child. Rest in my presence and keep moving forward with faith. My beloved child, today I want to remind you of a truth that many people forget when life becomes difficult. Your circumstances are temporary, but my promises are eternal. The challenges you face today may seem overwhelming. The obstacles before you may appear larger than your strength. The questions in your mind may seem impossible to answer, yet none of those things have the power to change who I am. I remain faithful. I remain constant. I remain your refuge. I remain your source of strength. The world around you changes constantly. People change. Situations change. Opportunities come and go. Emotions rise and fall like waves upon the sea. But I do not change. When everything feels uncertain, build your confidence upon me. My child, there have been seasons when you placed your hope in things that could not truly sustain you. You looked for security in people. You looked for peace in achievements. You looked for confidence in circumstances. Yet every time those things shifted, your heart felt shaken. That is because lasting peace cannot be built upon temporary foundations. Peace is found when your trust rests in me. When you place your confidence in my promises, circumstances lose their power to control your emotions. This does not mean challenges disappear. It means you learn to face challenges with confidence instead of fear. You learn to walk through storms without losing hope. You learn to face uncertainty without surrendering your peace. You learn to trust that I am working even when you cannot see immediate results. My child, I know there are moments when you feel tired, not physically tired alone, spiritually tired, emotionally tired, mentally tired. You have carried responsibilities. You have carried burdens. You have carried concerns for people you love. You have carried dreams that seem delayed. You have carried prayers that appear unanswered. And sometimes you wonder how much longer you can continue. Hear me clearly today. You do not have to carry everything alone. Many times you pick up burdens that I never asked you to carry. You try to solve every problem. You try to control every outcome. You try to manage every situation. And the weight becomes overwhelming. But I never asked you to carry the entire journey by yourself. I asked you to walk with me. There is a difference. Walking with me means trusting me with what you cannot control. Walking with me means bringing your worries into my presence. Walking with me means allowing my strength to support you when your own strength feels insufficient. My child, I know some of you listening have been discouraged because progress feels slow. You expected things to happen faster. You expected answers sooner. You expected doors to open by now. But remember this, slow progress is still progress. A seed does not become a tree overnight. A foundation is not built in a day. A masterpiece is not completed in a single moment. Many of the greatest things I create require time. The waiting season is not wasted. The preparation season is not wasted. The growing season is not wasted. Every day I am developing qualities within you that will support the blessings ahead. Patience, wisdom, humility, strength, discernment, faith. These qualities are treasures that cannot always be developed quickly. My child, another reason people become discouraged is because they focus too much on visible results and too little on internal growth. You often pray for external change, but sometimes I am working on internal transformation first. Before I change your circumstances, I may change your perspective. Before I change your environment, I may strengthen your character. Before I increase your responsibilities, I may deepen your wisdom. This is not because I am withholding blessings. It is because I am preparing you to steward them well. Trust my process. Trust my wisdom. Trust my timing, even when you do not fully understand it. My child, I want you to stop speaking defeat over your future. Too many people sabotage their confidence by constantly expecting the worst. They speak failure before they even begin. They expect disappointment before opportunities arrive. They imagine rejection before taking action. Do not allow fear to become your habit. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with trust. Replace worry with prayer. Replace discouragement with gratitude. What you repeatedly focus upon shapes the direction of your life. Focus on my faithfulness. Focus on my promises. Focus on my goodness. The more you focus on truth, the stronger your faith becomes. My child, there are blessings in your life that you have overlooked because you became focused on what is still missing. Take time today to notice what is already present. Notice the ways I have protected you. Notice the ways I have provided for you. Notice the people I have placed in your life. Notice the lessons you have learned. Notice the strength you have gained. Gratitude changes perspective. Gratitude reminds your heart that I have never abandoned you. Gratitude strengthens your faith for what is still ahead. My child, I also want you to be careful about the voices you allow into your life. Not everyone speaks wisdom. Not everyone speaks truth. Some voices create confusion. Some voices create fear. Some voices create negativity. Guard your spirit carefully. Surround yourself with people who encourage faith. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Surround yourself with people who help you become closer to me. The voices you consistently listen to influence the direction of your life. Choose wisely. My child, I am preparing you for greater things than you currently imagine. Not merely greater success, greater purpose, greater impact, greater influence, greater spiritual maturity. The future I have prepared requires a stronger foundation than you realize. That is why I continue teaching you. That is why I continue refining you. That is why I continue drawing you closer. One day you will understand that some of your greatest blessings began during seasons that felt difficult. One day you will see how every lesson served a purpose. One day you will recognize how every challenge helped prepare you for what was ahead. Until then, keep trusting me. Keep walking with me. Keep seeking me. Keep believing. Because I am still working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. If this message strengthens your heart today, type, "I will keep trusting," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that your confidence rests in my promises, not in temporary circumstances. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because every lesson I share is designed to help you grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the blessings ahead. What you learn today can become a source of strength for years to come. I am carrying you, my child. Keep your eyes on me and continue forward in faith. My beloved child, today I want you to understand something that can completely change the way you face every challenge in your life. The battle before you is not always the greatest battle you face. Often, the greatest battle takes place within your own heart and mind. Many people lose hope long before they lose opportunities. Many people surrender to fear long before circumstances become impossible. Many people abandon their dreams long before failure ever arrives. That is why I want to strengthen your heart today. I want to strengthen your faith. I want to strengthen your confidence in me. My child, there are moments when life seems confusing. You pray for direction, yet the path ahead appears unclear. You seek answers, yet silence seems to surround you. You ask for certainty, yet all you can see are unanswered questions. During those moments, remember this truth. My silence does not mean my absence. My silence does not mean I have abandoned you. My silence does not mean I am ignoring your prayers. Sometimes I am working in places where your eyes cannot see. Sometimes I am arranging circumstances that have not yet appeared. Sometimes I am protecting you from things you do not yet understand. Trust me, even when answers are delayed. Trust me, even when clarity has not arrived. Trust me, even when your emotions try to convince you otherwise. Faith becomes strongest when it continues believing during seasons of uncertainty. My child, one of the enemy's favorite strategies is discouragement. He knows he cannot change my promises. He knows he cannot stop my plans. So instead, he tries to convince you to quit before the blessing arrives. He whispers things like, "Nothing is changing. Your prayers are useless. You have waited too long. You should just give up." Those thoughts do not come from me. I am the God of hope. I am the God of restoration. I am the God who specializes in situations that appear impossible. Do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. There are people who walked away from their breakthrough because they became discouraged too soon. Do not become one of them. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep moving forward. The answer may be closer than you realize. My child, I know there are areas of your life where you feel weak. Perhaps you struggle with fear. Perhaps you struggle with confidence. Perhaps you struggle with doubt. Perhaps you struggle with old wounds that still affect the way you think. Do not be ashamed of your struggles. Bring them to me. I already know them. Nothing about your heart is hidden from me. I know the insecurities you never talk about. I know the fears you try to hide. I know the disappointments that still hurt. And I am not condemning you. I am inviting you closer. The closer you walk with me, the stronger you become. The closer you walk with me, the clearer your perspective becomes. The closer you walk with me, the more you begin to see yourself the way I see you. My child, stop allowing your weaknesses to become excuses for staying where you are. Growth begins when you trust me enough to move forward despite your weaknesses. You do not need to be perfect before I can use you. You do not need to have every answer before I can guide you. You do not need to eliminate every fear before you can take a step of faith. Some of the people I have used most powerfully were people who felt unqualified. What made the difference was not their perfection. It was their willingness to trust me. Trust me with your imperfections. Trust me with your limitations. Trust me with your fears. And watch what I can accomplish through a surrendered heart. My child, I also want to speak to those who have become weary from carrying emotional wounds. Some of you are still hurting because of words spoken years ago. Some of you are still carrying pain from rejection. Some of you are still grieving losses that changed your life. The pain is real. The hurt is real. The struggle is real. But your pain is not your destiny. Your wounds are not your identity. Your past is not your future. Healing may take time. Restoration may take time. But do not believe the lie that you will always remain broken. I am still healing. I am still restoring. I am still renewing. And what seems impossible for human strength is possible through my power. My child, I want you to learn how to protect your peace. Not every argument deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves your response. Not every opinion deserves a place in your heart. There are battles you win by refusing to fight them. There are distractions you overcome by refusing to engage with them. There are burdens you escape by refusing to carry them. Ask yourself this question: will this bring me closer to peace or further from it? Wisdom often comes from knowing what to release. Release unnecessary worry. Release unnecessary conflict. Release unnecessary guilt. Release unnecessary fear. And make room for my peace. My child, I know you desire a better future. You desire breakthrough. You desire growth. You desire answers. You desire blessings. Those desires are not wrong. But do not become so focused on the destination that you forget to grow during the journey. Every season has something to teach you. Every challenge has something to develop within you. Every delay has a lesson hidden inside it. Receive the lesson. Embrace the growth. Trust the process. One day you will see how every piece fit together. My child, there are blessings ahead that will require a stronger version of you than the person you are today. That is why I continue teaching you. That is why I continue refining you. That is why I continue drawing you closer. The future requires preparation, and preparation often happens in seasons that feel ordinary. Do not underestimate what I am doing right now. The small steps matter. The daily choices matter. The quiet moments of obedience matter. Faithfulness in small things creates readiness for greater things. Keep being faithful. Keep trusting. Keep believing, because I am not finished with you. Your story is still being written. Your purpose is still unfolding, and your future is still filled with possibilities that you cannot yet imagine. If this word speaks to your spirit today, type, "I will not give up," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that discouragement will not have the final say in your life. Stay with me until the end, because every lesson I am sharing is helping prepare your heart for greater wisdom, deeper faith, and stronger confidence in the seasons ahead. The journey is not over, and some of the most important truths are still to come. I am strengthening you, my child. Keep standing, keep trusting, and keep moving forward. My beloved child, today I want to speak directly to the area of your life where fear has tried to build a home. I know there are things that concern you. I know there are situations that seem uncertain. I know there are questions about the future that remain unanswered. Sometimes you look ahead and wonder how everything will work out. You wonder whether you will have enough strength, enough resources, enough wisdom, or enough opportunities to overcome what lies before you. But today, I am calling you to stop focusing on what might happen and start remembering who walks with you. Fear becomes powerful when it convinces you to forget my presence. Fear becomes powerful when it causes you to focus more on problems than on my promises. Fear becomes powerful when it makes you believe you are facing life alone. But you are not alone. You have never been alone. Even during the moments when you felt abandoned, I was with you. Even during the nights when tears filled your eyes, I was with you. Even during the seasons when answers seemed absent, I was with you. And if I was faithful then, I will be faithful now. My child, many people allow fear to steal blessings that have not even arrived yet. They spend so much time worrying about tomorrow that they cannot enjoy today. They spend so much energy imagining problems that they fail to notice the opportunities standing in front of them. Do not let fear rob you of the present moment. The enemy wants your attention fixed on worst-case scenarios. I want your attention fixed on my faithfulness. The enemy wants you to expect failure. I want you to expect my guidance. The enemy wants you to focus on limitations. I want you to focus on possibilities. The direction of your thoughts will influence the direction of your life. Choose carefully what you allow to grow within your mind. My child, I know there are times when uncertainty feels uncomfortable. You want clear answers. You want detailed plans. You want guarantees about how everything will unfold. But faith is not built through guarantees. Faith is built through trust. Trust means moving forward even when you do not see every detail. Trust means believing my promises even when circumstances appear different. Trust means continuing to obey even when complete understanding has not yet arrived. This kind of trust pleases me because it demonstrates confidence in my character. You may not know everything about the future, but you can know me. And knowing me is greater than knowing every detail of what lies ahead. My child, there are people listening right now who feel overwhelmed by responsibilities. They are carrying concerns about their family. They are carrying concerns about finances. They are carrying concerns about health. They are carrying concerns about relationships. The weight feels heavy. The pressure feels constant. The burden feels exhausting. Hear me clearly. You were never meant to carry these burdens by yourself. Bring them to me. Not once, not occasionally. Bring them to me daily. Every time anxiety tries to rise, return to prayer. Every time fear tries to speak, return to my promises. Every time worry tries to dominate your thoughts, return to my presence. Prayer is not merely a religious habit. Prayer is an invitation into partnership with me. Prayer shifts your focus. Prayer strengthens your faith. Prayer reminds you that you are not facing life alone. My child, some of your greatest victories will not happen because circumstances changed immediately. They will happen because your perspective changed first. When perspective changes, everything begins to look different. A challenge becomes an opportunity for growth. A delay becomes an opportunity for preparation. A setback becomes an opportunity for wisdom. A closed door becomes an opportunity to trust my direction. The circumstance may remain the same for a season, but your perspective can transform the way you experience it. That is why I often work within your heart before I work around your circumstances. My child, I want you to stop underestimating the power of consistency. Many people desire sudden transformation. Few people appreciate steady growth. Yet lasting change often happens through small daily choices, a daily prayer, a daily act of kindness, a daily decision to trust me, a daily commitment to grow, a daily refusal to surrender to discouragement. These small choices may seem insignificant, but over time, they create remarkable transformation. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not underestimate daily faithfulness. Do not ignore the power of consistent obedience. Great things are often built one faithful step at a time. My child, another lesson I want you to embrace is patience with yourself. You are growing. You are learning. You are developing. Do not expect perfection from yourself while you are still in the process. When you make mistakes, learn from them. When you stumble, get back up. When you face setbacks, keep moving forward. Growth is not always a straight path. Sometimes progress includes challenges. Sometimes growth includes correction. Sometimes wisdom is gained through experience. Be patient. I am still working within you. The process is not finished. My child, I also want you to remember that your value is not determined by your productivity. You are not loved because of what you accomplish. You are not accepted because of your achievements. You are not valuable because of your success. You are valuable because you are mine. The world often teaches people to connect their worth to performance. But my love is not earned through performance. My love is given through grace. Rest in that truth. Allow it to free you from unnecessary pressure. Allow it to strengthen your confidence. Allow it to remind you that your identity is secure in me. My child, there is a future ahead of you that is still unfolding. There are opportunities you have not yet seen. There are blessings you have not yet experienced. There are prayers that are moving toward fulfillment. There are lessons that will soon make sense. There are doors that will open at the appointed time. Do not lose hope now. Do not stop believing now. Do not abandon your faith now. You have come too far to quit. You have learned too much to surrender. You have survived too much to give up. Keep trusting me. Keep seeking me. Keep walking with me, because I am guiding you, step by step, toward the purpose I prepared long before you were born. If this message strengthens your faith today, type, "My future is in God's hands," in the comments as your declaration of trust. Let those words remind you that you do not have to fear what lies ahead, because I am already there. Stay until the very end of this journey, because every lesson I share is designed to help you overcome fear, strengthen your faith, and walk confidently into the future I have prepared for you. The best chapters of your story are still being written. I am walking beside you, my child. Keep trusting my guidance and continue moving forward with courage. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about something that many people desire, but few truly understand. I want to speak to you about purpose. You often ask me, Lord, what is your plan for my life? You wonder why you were created. You wonder why certain experiences happened. You wonder why some doors opened while others remain closed. You wonder if your life truly matters. Hear me carefully today. Your life has purpose. Your existence has meaning. Your journey has significance. You are not here by accident. You are not simply passing through life without direction. You were created intentionally. Before you ever entered this world, I knew you. Before anyone spoke your name, I knew your purpose. Before you faced your first challenge, I had already prepared grace for your journey. My child, one reason people struggle to recognize purpose is because they expect it to appear in dramatic ways. They expect a sudden revelation. They expect every detail to become instantly clear. But purpose is often discovered one step at a time. Purpose is revealed through obedience. Purpose is revealed through growth. Purpose is revealed through daily faithfulness. Many people are waiting for a grand assignment while ignoring the small responsibilities already in front of them. Yet faithfulness in small things often prepares you for greater things. Do not underestimate the importance of today's opportunities. Do not overlook today's responsibilities. Do not ignore today's lessons. What seems small today may be preparing you for something much greater tomorrow. My child, I know there are times when you feel ordinary. You look at others and see gifts that appear greater than yours. You see talents that seem more impressive. You see accomplishments that seem more significant. And you quietly wonder whether your own life matters. It does. Never measure your value by comparing yourself to others. A flower does not compare itself to a tree. A river does not compare itself to a mountain. Each fulfills a different purpose. In the same way, your calling is unique. Your gifts are unique. Your journey is unique. The purpose I have for your life cannot be fulfilled by anyone else. There is something I placed within you that the world needs. There is a light within you that was meant to shine. There is an influence within you that was meant to encourage others. Do not diminish what I have placed inside you. My child, purpose is not only about what you do. Purpose is also about who you become. Many people focus entirely on achievement while neglecting character. They pursue success but forget integrity. They pursue recognition but forget humility. They pursue influence but forget compassion. But the person you become is just as important as the goals you accomplish. That is why I spend so much time developing your heart. That is why some seasons focus more on growth than visible success. That is why some lessons require patience. Character creates the foundation upon which lasting purpose is built. My child, there may be times when purpose feels hidden. You pray for direction. You seek clarity. You ask for signs, and yet the next step remains unclear. Do not become discouraged. Continue walking with me. Continue obeying what you already know. Continue being faithful where you are. Clarity often increases as you move forward. A traveler does not see the entire road at once. They see enough to take the next step. Then the next. Then the next. Trust me to reveal what you need when you need it. My child, there are people listening today who feel stuck. They feel trapped by circumstances. They feel limited by their past. They feel discouraged by current challenges. They wonder whether their best days have already passed. Hear me clearly. Your future is not determined by your past mistakes. Your future is not limited by your current circumstances. Your future is not controlled by other people's opinions. I am able to create new beginnings. I am able to open unexpected doors. I am able to bring opportunities from places you never anticipated. Do not place limits on what I can do. The same God who created the heavens and the earth is able to guide your life. The same God who has sustained you this far is able to lead you further. Trust me. My child, purpose also requires courage. There will be times when you must step forward despite uncertainty. There will be times when you must choose faith over comfort. There will be times when you must trust my direction even when others do not understand. Do not fear those moments. Growth often begins outside your comfort zone. Faith often grows strongest when certainty is absent. The future I have prepared will require courage. But remember this, you will never face it alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I remain with you. My child, another obstacle to purpose is distraction. The world is full of distractions. Endless noise, endless comparisons, endless worries, endless demands for attention. Be careful where you place your focus. A distracted heart struggles to recognize direction. A distracted mind struggles to hear wisdom. A distracted life struggles to fulfill purpose. Make time for my presence. Make time for prayer. Make time for reflection. Make time to listen. The clearer your connection with me becomes, the clearer your direction becomes. My child, I want you to stop waiting until you feel completely ready. Many people delay their growth because they are waiting for perfect conditions. They wait for perfect confidence. They wait for perfect clarity. They wait for perfect circumstances. And while they wait, opportunities pass by. You do not need perfect confidence. You need faith. You do not need perfect certainty. You need trust. You do not need perfect conditions. You need obedience. Take the next step. Trust me with the rest. My child, I see potential within you that you do not yet fully recognize. I see gifts you have not fully developed. I see strengths you have not fully discovered. I see opportunities you have not yet encountered. Do not underestimate what I can accomplish through a willing heart. Stay teachable. Stay humble. Stay faithful. Stay available. And watch how I work through your life. The future ahead contains more purpose than you currently understand. The journey ahead contains more opportunities than you currently see. And the person you are becoming is stronger than the person you used to be. If this message speaks to your heart today, type, "I am called for a purpose," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that your life is meaningful, your journey matters, and your future remains filled with possibility. Continue watching until the very end, because each lesson I share is preparing you to walk confidently in the purpose, wisdom, and direction I have planned for your life. The path ahead is unfolding one step at a time, and I am guiding every step. I am shaping your future, my child. Keep trusting me and keep moving forward, my beloved child. Today, I want to speak to you about the power of waiting. I know that waiting is not easy for you. I know there are prayers you have been carrying for months, perhaps even years. I know there are answers you long to receive. I know there are situations where you wish I would move immediately. You have asked, "Lord, how much longer?" You have wondered, "Why is this taking so much time?" You have questioned whether your prayers are truly being heard. And today, I want to answer your heart. My child, every prayer you have spoken has reached me. Not one has been ignored. Not one has been forgotten. Not one has been wasted. I have heard every whispered prayer. I have seen every tear. I have listened to every cry that came from the deepest places of your heart. Even the prayers you could not put into words were heard by me. Do not mistake waiting for abandonment. Do not mistake silence for absence. Do not mistake delay for denial. Many times, what feels like delay is actually preparation. You see only the present moment. I see the entire journey. You see today's struggle. I see tomorrow's breakthrough. You see the closed door. I see the greater opportunity beyond it. Trust me when you cannot see what I see. My child, imagine a farmer planting a seed. After placing it in the ground, he does not dig it up every day to see whether it is growing. He trusts the process. In the same way, I am asking you to trust my process. Some things take time to grow. Some blessings require preparation. Some miracles require alignment. Some answers require perfect timing. If I gave you certain things too soon, they might harm you instead of helping you. If I opened certain doors too early, you might walk into situations for which you were not prepared. Because I love you, I protect you, even when you do not understand my decisions. My child, There are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. I am arranging circumstances. I am positioning people. I am opening opportunities. I am closing doors that would have led you away from my best. I am teaching lessons that will become valuable in your future. I am strengthening your faith. I am developing your wisdom. I am preparing your heart. Nothing is standing still. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, I am working. Never forget that. My child, one of the greatest tests of faith is trusting me when results are invisible. Anyone can trust when everything is going well. Anyone can believe when answers arrive immediately. But true faith continues trusting even when evidence is not yet visible. True faith says, I still believe. True faith says, I still trust. True faith says, God is working even if I cannot see it. That kind of faith produces strength. That kind of faith produces endurance. That kind of faith prepares you for greater things. My child, I know waiting can sometimes create frustration. You compare your timeline to others. You wonder why their breakthrough arrives sooner. You wonder why their prayers seem to be answered more quickly. You wonder why your journey feels longer. Do not compare your story to theirs. Their path is not your path. Their purpose is not your purpose. Their preparation is not your preparation. I am writing a unique story through your life. Trust the author. Trust the process. Trust the timing. What I am preparing for you is worth waiting for. My child, there are moments when discouragement tries to enter your heart. You become tired of waiting. You become weary of hoping. You become tempted to settle for less than what I promised. Do not settle. Do not lower your expectations because the journey became difficult. Do not abandon faith because progress seems slow. Do not walk away from what I am building simply because it is taking longer than expected. The enemy wants you to quit right before your breakthrough. The enemy wants you to surrender right before the answer arrives. The enemy wants you to stop believing right before the door opens. Do not give him that victory. Stand firm. Remain faithful. Keep trusting me. My child, I want you to understand something important. Waiting is not passive. Waiting does not mean doing nothing. Waiting means continuing to grow while trusting me. Waiting means continuing to pray while trusting me. Waiting means continuing to obey while trusting me. Waiting means continuing to develop your character while trusting me. Use this season wisely. Learn, grow, serve, pray, prepare. Because when the opportunity arrives, you will be ready. My child, I also want you to remember how many times I have already been faithful to you. Think back to the challenges you survived. Think back to the prayers I answered. Think back to the doors I opened. Think back to the protection I provided. The same God who helped you then is helping you now. The same God who carried you before is carrying you today. The same God who made a way before can make a way again. My faithfulness has not changed. My power has not changed. My love for you has not changed. You can trust me, my child. The season ahead will require patience, but it will also reveal my goodness. You will see doors open that once seemed impossible. You will see answers arrive in unexpected ways. You will see blessings that make sense of previous delays. You will see opportunities that reveal why certain paths remain closed. One day, you will look back and realize that what felt like waiting was actually preparation. One day you will see that my timing was better than your own. One day you will understand why I asked you to trust me. Until then, continue walking by faith, continue believing, continue praying, continue trusting, because I am working even now. And what I am preparing is greater than what you currently see. If this message speaks to your heart today, type, I trust God's timing in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let those words become a reminder whenever impatience tries to enter your heart. And if these messages are helping you grow spiritually, bringing peace to your mind and strength to your faith, and if you feel happy with my words today, you may support this ministry through the link given below. Your support helps these messages continue reaching people who need encouragement, hope, and direction. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because the lessons ahead will help you walk through every season with greater confidence, wisdom, and faith. I am preparing something beautiful for you, my child. Trust my timing and keep moving forward. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about strength. Not the kind of strength the world admires, but the kind of strength that is built within the heart when no one else is watching. The world often celebrates people who appear powerful on the outside. It celebrates achievements, titles, influence, and recognition. But I see a different kind of strength. I see the strength of the person who keeps believing after disappointment. I see the strength of the person who continues praying when answers seem delayed. I see the strength of the person who chooses kindness after being hurt. I see the strength of the person who gets up again after falling. That strength matters to me. My child, there have been seasons when you felt weak. There have been days when you wondered whether you could continue. There have been moments when the weight upon your shoulders seemed too heavy to carry. Yet you continued. You took another step. You faced another day. You kept moving forward. And even though you may not realize it, those moments were building strength within you. Strength is not developed during easy seasons alone. Strength is developed during difficult seasons. Strength grows when faith is tested. Strength grows when patience is stretched. Strength grows when hope refuses to surrender. The challenges you face today are producing something valuable within you. Do not overlook that truth. My child, one reason many people become discouraged is because they misunderstand weakness. They believe weakness means failure. They believe weakness means they are not strong enough. They believe weakness means they are incapable of fulfilling their purpose. But weakness often becomes the place where my strength is revealed most clearly. When you realize you cannot do everything on your own, you begin depending on me. When you realize your own strength has limits, you begin drawing from my strength. When you stop relying entirely on yourself, you begin discovering what I can do through you. Never be ashamed of needing me. Dependence upon me is not weakness. Dependence upon me is wisdom. My child, I know there are areas where you feel exhausted. Perhaps you have been carrying responsibilities that seem overwhelming. Perhaps you have been caring for people who depend upon you. Perhaps you have been fighting battles that no one else fully understands. Perhaps you have been trying to remain strong for everyone around you. Today, I want you to remember that you do not always have to carry everything alone. Bring your burdens to me. Bring your worries to me. Bring your fears to me. Bring your disappointments to me. I am not asking you to pretend everything is fine. I am asking you to trust me with what is not. My child, there are some wounds you have tried to hide for too long. You smile in front of others while carrying pain inside. You tell people you are fine when your heart is struggling. You continue functioning while quietly hurting. I see it all. I see the tears you never showed. I see the fears you never expressed. I see the loneliness you never described. I see the questions you keep hidden. And I'm inviting you to bring those things into my presence. Healing begins where honesty begins. You do not need to impress me. You do not need to hide from me. You do not need to pretend before me. Come as you are. Bring me the broken pieces. Bring me the confusion. Bring me the pain. And allow me to begin restoring what has been wounded. My child, strength is not the absence of emotion. Strength is not pretending. Pain does not exist. Strength is choosing faith while emotions fluctuate. Strength is choosing trust while answers remain incomplete. Strength is choosing hope while circumstances remain difficult. Strength is continuing to walk forward even when the path feels steep. You are stronger than you realize because I have been strengthening you all along. My child, I also want you to learn the power of perseverance. Many blessings are missed because people quit too soon. Many opportunities are missed because people become discouraged too quickly. Many breakthroughs are missed because people stop believing right before the answer arrives. Do not quit. Do not surrender to discouragement. Do not allow temporary setbacks to convince you that your future is hopeless. A setback is not the end. A delay is not the end. A disappointment is not the end. As long as I am working in your life, the story is not finished. Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Keep praying. My child, every challenge you overcome becomes part of your testimony. Every battle you survive becomes evidence of my faithfulness. Every obstacle you overcome becomes proof that my grace is sufficient. One day, the very thing that caused you pain may become the thing that helps someone else find hope. One day, your story may encourage someone who feels ready to give up. One day, your testimony may remind another person that I am faithful. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Not even your struggles. Not even your tears. Not even your hardest seasons. I can use all of it for good. My child, there are people around you who need the strength that comes from seeing your example. They need to see someone continue trusting despite difficulty. They need to see someone continue believing despite challenges. They need to see someone continue walking with faith despite uncertainty. Your perseverance matters more than you realize. The way you respond to challenges influences others. The way you handle adversity speaks loudly. Continue choosing faith. Continue choosing integrity. Continue choosing hope, because your life is making a difference even when you cannot see the full impact. My child, I am proud of the progress you have made. You may focus on what still needs improvement, but I see the growth. I see the lessons learned. I see the maturity developing. I see the wisdom increasing. You are not who you used to be. You have grown. You have learned. You have become stronger. And I am not finished with you yet. There is still more growth ahead. There is still more wisdom ahead. There is still more purpose ahead. There is still more blessing ahead. So do not lose heart. Do not become discouraged. Do not allow weariness to steal your hope. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open to me. Keep moving forward one step at a time. If this message strengthens your spirit today, type, "God is my strength," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that you do not walk through life alone. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because every lesson ahead is designed to build your faith, strengthen your heart, and help you apply my truth to your daily life. The strength you need for tomorrow is already being prepared today. I am strengthening you every day, my child. Keep trusting me and do not give up, my beloved child. Today, I want to speak to you about peace. Not the kind of peace that depends upon perfect circumstances, but the kind of peace that remains steady even when life feels uncertain. Many people spend their lives searching for peace in temporary places. They believe peace will come when all their problems disappear. They believe peace will arrive when every prayer is answered. They believe peace will finally appear when life becomes easier. But true peace is not found in perfect circumstances. True peace is found in my presence. My child, there are storms that can rage around you without destroying you when your heart is anchored in me. There are challenges that can surround you without controlling you when your trust remains in me. There are uncertainties that can exist around you without stealing your joy when your confidence rests in my promises. The world offers temporary comfort. I offer lasting peace. The world says peace comes from control. I say peace comes from trust. The world says peace comes from having every answer. I say peace comes from knowing me. My child, I know there are situations that disturb your heart. There are concerns about your future. There are worries about people you love. There are questions about finances, health, relationships, and responsibilities. I know those concerns are real, but I want you to understand something important today. Worry has never solved tomorrow's problems. Worry has never created peace. Worry has never added strength to your spirit. Instead, worry steals today's joy while offering no solutions for tomorrow. That is why I keep calling you back to trust. Trust releases burdens. Trust calms fear. Trust creates peace. Trust allows your heart to rest even when life feels uncertain. My child, every time anxiety begins to rise within you, I want you to remember my faithfulness. Remember the battles I already brought you through. Remember the doors I already opened. Remember the prayers I already answered. Remember the moments when you thought there was no way forward, yet I made a way. The same God who was faithful then remains faithful now. The same God who protected you before continues protecting you today. The same God who provided for you before continues providing for you now. Nothing about my character has changed. My child, there are times when fear tries to disguise itself as wisdom. It tells you that constant worry will somehow protect you. It tells you that imagining every possible problem will prepare you for the future. But fear does not prepare you. Fear drains you. Fear weakens your confidence. Fear steals your focus. Fear distracts you from my presence. Wisdom prepares. Fear paralyzes. Discern the difference. Do not allow fear to sit where faith belongs. Do not allow worry to occupy the place reserved for trust. My child, peace is a choice you must make repeatedly. Every day you choose what will guide your thoughts. Every day you choose what will influence your heart. Every day you choose whether fear or faith will have greater authority in your life. Choose faith. Choose gratitude. Choose trust. Choose hope. These choices strengthen your spirit. These choices protect your peace. These choices help you remain focused on my promises instead of becoming overwhelmed by temporary circumstances. My child, I also want you to understand the importance of guarding your heart. Not every piece of information deserves your attention. Not every negative report deserves your focus. Not every conversation deserves space within your mind. Be careful about what you allow into your spirit. What you consistently consume affects your peace. What you consistently focus on influences your perspective. If you constantly fill your mind with fear, fear will grow. If you constantly fill your mind with negativity, negativity will grow. But if you fill your heart with truth, faith will grow. If you fill your heart with gratitude, joy will grow. If you fill your heart with my promises, peace will grow. Protect your inner life carefully. Your peace is valuable. My child, I know some of you listening have been carrying guilt from the past. You replay old mistakes. You revisit old failures. You continue condemning yourself for things I already forgave. Let it go. You cannot move forward while constantly looking backward. You cannot fully embrace today's opportunities while remaining trapped by yesterday's regrets. Learn from the past. Grow from the past. But do not live in the past. My grace is greater than your mistakes. My mercy is greater than your failures. My love is greater than your regrets. Receive that truth today. My child, there are blessings ahead that require a peaceful heart. A heart consumed by fear struggles to recognize opportunity. A heart controlled by anxiety struggles to hear direction. A heart overwhelmed by worry struggles to experience joy. That is why I am teaching you peace now. The future requires it. The opportunities ahead require it. The responsibilities ahead require it. A peaceful heart sees clearly. A peaceful heart hears wisdom. A peaceful heart remains steady during change. Allow me to cultivate that peace within you. My child, some of the answers you seek will come through quiet moments spent with me. Not through panic, not through fear, not through rushing ahead. Slow down. Spend time in my presence. Bring your concerns to me. Listen for my guidance. Rest in my promises. The more time you spend with me, the more peace will fill your heart. And where peace grows, wisdom often follows. My child, I am not asking you to ignore reality. I am asking you to face reality with faith. I am not asking you to pretend challenges do not exist. I am asking you to remember that I am greater than those challenges. I am not asking you to deny your emotions. I am asking you not to let emotions become your master. Let faith lead. Let trust guide. Let peace remain. Because I am with you. Because I am faithful. Because I am working. Because I am leading you forward. If this message speaks to your heart today, type, "My peace is in God," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that peace is not found in perfect circumstances, but in trusting me completely. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because each lesson is helping prepare your heart for greater wisdom, stronger faith, and deeper peace in every area of your life. The truths ahead will help you walk through future challenges with confidence and calmness. I am your peace, my child. Rest in my presence and trust me with every concern. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about the power of faith when life does not make sense. There will be seasons in your journey when answers seem distant, doors remain closed, and circumstances appear confusing. During those moments, you will be tempted to trust what you see more than what I have spoken. But I am calling you to something greater. I am calling you to walk by faith. Faith is not pretending that problems do not exist. Faith is not ignoring reality. Faith is choosing to believe that I am greater than every challenge you face. My child, there are times when your eyes will see obstacles, while my eyes see opportunities. Your eyes will see delays, while my eyes see preparation. Your eyes will see closed doors, while my eyes see protection. That is why you cannot build your life solely upon what you see. What you see today is temporary. What I know is eternal. Trust my perspective when your own understanding feels limited. My child, I know there are moments when disappointment enters your heart. You prayed for something and it did not happen. You hoped for a certain outcome and things unfolded differently. You expected one door to open and instead it remained closed. Those moments can be painful. Those moments can create questions. Those moments can test your faith, but never assume that a closed door means I have abandoned you. Sometimes a closed door is protection. Sometimes a closed door is redirection. Sometimes a closed door is preparation for something greater. You do not always know what lies behind the doors that never opened. But I do. And because I love you, I sometimes protect you from things you would have chosen for yourself. My child, trust me enough to believe that I can see beyond your present circumstances. Trust me enough to believe that my plans are greater than your disappointments. Trust me enough to believe that what appears to be a setback may actually become a blessing in disguise. There are moments in your life that you do not understand today, but will appreciate tomorrow. There are prayers I answered differently because I saw dangers you could not see. There are opportunities I withheld because I had something better prepared. There are delays that protected you from unnecessary pain. One day, you will understand. Until then, trust me, my child. Faith grows strongest when circumstances challenge it. Anyone can believe when everything is going well. Anyone can trust when answers arrive immediately. But faith becomes powerful when it remains steady during uncertainty. That is the kind of faith I am developing within you. A faith that survives storms. A faith that survives delays. A faith that survives disappointment. A faith that remains rooted in my promises regardless of circumstances. That kind of faith becomes an anchor for your soul. My child, I want you to stop measuring my faithfulness according to your timetable. You often think something is late because it has not happened according to your expectations. But my timing is not controlled by human schedules. I know the perfect moment. I know the perfect opportunity. I know the perfect alignment. What seems delayed to you may actually be arriving at exactly the right time. Trust my wisdom. Trust my timing. Trust my heart. Because I am never late. My child, there are dreams within you that I placed there for a reason. Do not abandon them because the journey became difficult. Do not stop believing because progress appears slow. Do not surrender your hope because circumstances have challenged your faith. Dreams often require patience. Purpose often requires endurance. Growth often requires perseverance. Keep moving forward. Keep believing. Keep trusting. The journey may take longer than expected, but my promises remain true. My child, there's another lesson I want you to embrace today. Do not allow temporary failures to define your identity. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone experiences setbacks. Everyone faces moments of weakness. The difference is not whether you fall. The difference is whether you rise again. Do not stay on the ground when I am calling you forward. Learn the lesson. Receive my grace. Stand up again. Continue the journey. Your mistakes are not greater than my mercy. Your failures are not greater than my purpose. Your setbacks are not greater than my ability to restore. My child, there are people listening today who feel as though they have wasted years of their lives. They look back with regret. They wish they had made different decisions. They wish they had chosen another path. Hear me carefully. I am able to redeem what feels wasted. I am able to bring beauty from ashes. I am able to create new beginnings. The years may feel lost to you, but nothing is impossible for me. Do not spend the rest of your life grieving what cannot be changed. Instead, place your future into my hands. Allow me to create something new. Allow me to guide you forward. Allow me to restore hope where discouragement once lived. My child, I want you to become someone who trusts my promises more than your fears. Fear will always give you reasons to quit. Fear will always show you obstacles. Fear will always focus on what could go wrong. Faith focuses on my faithfulness. Faith focuses on my power. Faith focuses on my promises. Choose faith. Choose trust. Choose hope. Even when circumstances challenge those choices. Because every time you choose faith, your spirit grows stronger. Every time you choose trust, your heart grows steadier. Every time you choose hope, you move closer to the future I have prepared for you. My child, your story is not over. Your purpose is not finished. Your journey is still unfolding. There are blessings ahead. There are opportunities ahead. There are answers ahead. There are breakthroughs ahead. And there are lessons ahead that will help you become everything I created you to be. Do not give up now. Do not lose heart now. Do not stop believing now. Keep walking with me. Keep trusting me. Keep following my voice. Because I am leading you towards something greater than you can currently imagine. If this message strengthens your faith today, type "I walk by faith" in the comments as your declaration of trust. Let those words remind you that my promises are greater than your fears, and my plans are greater than your doubts. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because every lesson I am sharing is helping prepare your heart for greater confidence, deeper faith, and stronger trust in the seasons ahead. The best is not behind you. The best is still ahead. I am guiding your steps, my child. Keep trusting me and keep moving forward in faith. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about the value of trust when you cannot see the outcome. There are moments in life when the path ahead seems clear. There are seasons when blessings appear obvious and progress feels visible. But there are also seasons when you walk forward without knowing exactly where the road will lead. Those seasons test your faith. Those seasons reveal what truly lives within your heart. Those seasons teach you whether your confidence is rooted in circumstances or rooted in me. My child, Many people say they trust me when everything is going well. They trust me when prayers are answered quickly. They trust me when opportunities arrive easily. They trust me when life feels comfortable. But true trust is revealed when life becomes uncertain. True trust is revealed when answers seem delayed. True trust is revealed when circumstances challenge your expectations. That is when faith becomes real. That is when spiritual growth begins to deepen. That is when you learn that my presence is enough, even when explanations are missing. My child, there are times when you ask me for details about the future. You want to know how everything will work out. You want assurance that every challenge will disappear. You want certainty before taking the next step. But faith does not always receive all the details in advance. Faith receives enough light for the next step. Then another step. Then another. And through that process, trust grows stronger. If I revealed every detail of your future today, you might depend more on information than on me. But when you walk by faith, you learn to depend on my guidance. You learn to recognize my voice. You learn to trust my wisdom. You learn to rely upon my presence. And those lessons are more valuable than immediate answers. My child, I know there are situations that make you uncomfortable because they are beyond your control. You prefer certainty. You prefer predictability. You prefer knowing exactly how things will unfold. But growth often happens outside the boundaries of comfort. The greatest lessons are often learned during uncertain seasons. The deepest faith is often developed during unanswered moments. The strongest trust is often built during waiting seasons. Do not resist the process. Allow me to teach you. Allow me to strengthen you. Allow me to prepare you, because what I am building within you today will support what I am bringing into your life tomorrow. My child, another reason people struggle with trust is because they focus too heavily on visible circumstances. They look at their finances and become discouraged. They look at their health and become afraid. They look at relationships and become anxious. They look at challenges and begin to doubt. But circumstances do not have the final word. I do. The situation may look difficult. The obstacle may appear large. The answer may seem distant. Yet none of those things limit my power. I am still able. I am still working. I am still faithful. Never forget that. My child, I want you to stop interpreting every challenge as evidence that something is wrong. Not every struggle is punishment. Not every delay is rejection. Not every obstacle is a sign that you are on the wrong path. Sometimes challenges are opportunities for growth. Sometimes delays are opportunities for preparation. Sometimes obstacles are opportunities to develop perseverance. The question is not whether challenges exist. The question is how you respond to them. Respond with faith. Respond with trust. Respond with perseverance. Respond with confidence in my promises. My child, there are blessings ahead that will require a stronger version of you. That is why I continue teaching you patience. That is why I continue teaching you trust. That is why I continue teaching you endurance. The future I have prepared is not merely about receiving blessings. It is about becoming the person capable of stewarding those blessings wisely. Character matters. Wisdom matters. Integrity matters. Faithfulness matters. Those qualities are being developed within you right now. Do not underestimate the value of this season. My child, there are times when you feel as though your progress is too slow. You compare yourself to others. You compare your journey to their achievements. You compare your timeline to their success. Stop comparing. Comparison steals joy. Comparison creates unnecessary discouragement. Comparison distracts you from the work I am doing in your own life. Your story is different. Your purpose is different. Your preparation is different. Focus on the path I have given you. Focus on the lessons I am teaching you. Focus on the opportunities I have placed before you. Trust me with the rest. My child, I also want you to remember that obedience often precedes understanding. There will be moments when I ask you to take a step before everything makes sense. Do not be afraid. You do not need complete understanding before you obey. You need trust. Trust that I know where I am leading you. Trust that I know what is best for you. Trust that I am working for your good. Trust that my plans are greater than your fears. My child, there are people listening today who feel uncertain about the future. They wonder whether things will improve. They wonder whether opportunities will come. They wonder whether their prayers will ever be answered. Hear me clearly. Your future is not hopeless. Your prayers are not forgotten. Your journey is not meaningless. I am still writing your story. I am still opening doors. I am still arranging opportunities. I am still guiding your steps. What feels uncertain to you is fully known by me. Rest in that truth. My child, continue seeking me daily. Continue praying daily. Continue trusting daily. Continue growing daily. Do not allow fear to become louder than faith. Do not allow discouragement to become stronger than hope. Do not allow temporary circumstances to define your future. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open to me. Keep moving forward, because I am leading you toward a future filled with purpose, growth, and blessing. If this message speaks to your heart today, type "I trust God even now" in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that trust is strongest when circumstances are uncertain. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because each lesson is preparing your heart for greater wisdom, stronger faith, and deeper confidence in my promises. The road ahead may not always be clear, but the one leading you is faithful. I am walking ahead of you, my child. Trust my direction and continue forward with courage. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about the power of surrender. Many people misunderstand surrender. They think surrender means weakness. They think surrender means giving up. They think surrender means accepting defeat. But true surrender is none of those things. True surrender is placing your trust in me when your own understanding reaches its limits. True surrender is releasing control and allowing my wisdom to guide your steps. True surrender is saying, "Lord, I trust you more than I trust my fears." My child, there are areas of your life where you have been holding on too tightly. You have been trying to control outcomes. You have been trying to force doors open. You have been trying to solve problems entirely through your own strength. And because of that, your heart has become tired. Your mind has become weary. Your spirit has become burdened. You were never created to carry everything by yourself. You were created to walk with me. There is a difference. Walking with me means trusting me with the things you cannot fix. Walking with me means releasing the burdens that were never yours to carry. Walking with me means allowing my peace to replace your anxiety. My child, I know surrender can feel uncomfortable. It requires trust. It requires patience. It requires humility. You want certainty. You want answers. You want immediate solutions. But sometimes, the greatest act of faith is simply placing your situation in my hands and believing that I know what I am doing, even when you cannot see the outcome, even when you do not understand the process, even when emotions try to convince you otherwise. Trust me, my child, there are people listening today who are carrying heavy burdens. Some are carrying financial stress. Some are carrying emotional wounds. Some are carrying broken relationships. Some are carrying fears about the future. The burden feels overwhelming. The pressure feels constant. The weight feels exhausting. Hear me clearly. You do not have to carry it all. Bring it to me. Bring your fears. Bring your worries. Bring your questions. Bring your disappointments. Bring your pain. I am not intimidated by your struggles. I am not overwhelmed by your problems. I am not surprised by your circumstances. I am able to help you carry what feels impossible to carry alone. My child, surrender does not mean becoming passive. It does not mean doing nothing. It means doing your part while trusting me with what only I can do. Continue praying, continue growing, continue obeying, continue taking wise steps forward, but stop carrying responsibility for outcomes that belong to me. That burden was never yours. My child, many times you become anxious because you are trying to solve tomorrow's problems today. You replay future scenarios in your mind. You imagine challenges that have not happened. You create burdens before they exist. And in doing so, you rob yourself of today's peace. Stay present. Focus on today's responsibilities. Trust me with tomorrow. When tomorrow arrives, my grace will be there. When the challenge arrives, my strength will be there. When the opportunity arrives, my wisdom will be there. You do not need tomorrow's strength today. You only need today's faith. My child, another obstacle to surrender is pride. Pride convinces people that they must figure everything out alone. Pride tells them they should never need help. Pride tells them they must always appear strong. But humility opens the door for my help. Humility says, Lord, I need you. Humility says, Lord, guide me. Humility says, Lord, teach me. There is strength in dependence upon me. There is wisdom in dependence upon me. There is peace in dependence upon me. Do not resist my help because of pride. Allow me to carry what you cannot carry. My child, I also want you to release the need to understand everything immediately. Some answers come quickly, others come gradually. Some lessons become clear right away, others require time. Trust that I will reveal what you need when you need it. Not everything must be understood today. Not every mystery must be solved immediately. Not every question requires an instant answer. Sometimes faith grows strongest in the space between the question and the answer. My child, there are blessings ahead that require a surrendered heart. A heart consumed by fear struggles to recognize them. A heart consumed by control struggles to receive them. A heart consumed by anxiety struggles to enjoy them. That is why I am teaching you surrender. Not to limit you, but to prepare you. Not to weaken you, but to strengthen you. Not to burden you, but to free you. My child, imagine how different your life would feel if you truly trusted me with every concern. Imagine how much peace would enter your heart. Imagine how much energy would be released. Imagine how much freedom you would experience. That is the life I desire for you. A life guided by trust rather than fear. A life guided by faith rather than anxiety. A life guided by peace rather than constant worry. My child, continue bringing your concerns to me. Continue placing your future in my hands. Continue surrendering your fears. Continue trusting my wisdom. Because I am faithful. Because I am working. Because I am guiding you. Because I love you more deeply than you can imagine. The future ahead is not something you must fear. The future ahead is something we will walk through together, one step at a time, one day at a time, one lesson at a time. And through it all, my faithfulness will remain. If this message speaks to your heart today, type, I surrender it to God in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that you do not have to carry every burden alone. And if these messages have been helping you grow closer to me, bringing peace to your heart and wisdom to your daily life, and if you feel happy with my words, you may support this ministry through the link given below. Your support helps these messages continue reaching people who need encouragement, hope, and spiritual guidance. Stay with me until the very end, because the lessons ahead will help you experience greater freedom, deeper trust, and stronger faith in every season of life. I am carrying what you cannot carry, my child. Rest in my hands and trust me completely. My beloved child, today I want to remind you of something that the enemy desperately wants you to forget. You are not fighting your battles alone. There have been many moments when you felt isolated. There have been days when no one seemed to understand your struggles. There have been nights when your prayers felt like they disappeared into silence. But I was there. I was there when you cried. I was there when you doubted. I was there when you felt weak. I was there when you felt abandoned. And I am still here now. My child, one of the enemy's greatest lies is convincing you that you are alone. He wants you to believe that no one sees your pain. He wants you to believe that no one understands your burdens. He wants you to believe that you must face every challenge entirely by yourself. That is not the truth. I see your pain. I understand your burdens. And I walk beside you through every challenge. Even when you cannot feel my presence, I remain near. Even when you cannot see my hand, I am still working. Even when you cannot hear my voice clearly, I am still guiding your steps. My child, there are battles that would have destroyed you if I had not intervened. There are dangers you never saw. There are opportunities for harm that never reached you because my hand protected you. You often notice the problems that happened, but you rarely notice the problems that never happened because I prevented them. One day, you will understand how many times I protected you without your awareness. One day you will see how often my mercy covered you. One day you will recognize how many battles were fought on your behalf. Until then, trust me. Trust that my protection is real. Trust that my guidance is real. Trust that my love is real. My child, I know there are times when you become discouraged because you expected life to be easier. You thought that following me would eliminate every challenge. You thought faith would remove every obstacle. But faith does not remove every battle. Faith gives you strength within the battle. Faith does not eliminate every storm. Faith helps you remain steady during the storm. Faith does not guarantee an easy journey. Faith guarantees that you will never walk the journey alone. That is why your relationship with me matters so deeply. My child, I want you to stop measuring my presence by your emotions. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel weak. Some days you feel confident. Some days you feel uncertain. Emotions change. My presence does not. I am with you on your strongest day. I am with you on your weakest day. I am with you when faith feels easy. I am with you when faith feels difficult. Do not allow temporary emotions to determine eternal truths. The truth is this: I am with you. The truth is this: I love you. The truth is this: I will not abandon you. My child, there are situations in your life right now that seem impossible. You have looked at them from every angle. You have searched for solutions. You have tried to understand how things could change. And perhaps you have reached the conclusion that nothing can be done. But remember who I am. I am not limited by what limits you. I am not restricted by what appears impossible. I am not overwhelmed by difficult circumstances. The same God who created the stars is able to guide your life. The same God who formed the oceans is able to provide for your needs. The same God who created the universe is able to make a way where you cannot see one. Never underestimate my power. Never underestimate my ability to work in unexpected ways. My child, there are times when my answers come differently than you expected. You pray for one solution and I provide another. You ask for one door to open and I lead you through a different door. Do not become frustrated when my methods differ from your expectations. My wisdom is greater than your understanding. My perspective is greater than your perspective. What appears confusing now may become clear later. Trust me, even when my answers surprise you. Trust me, even when the path unfolds differently than you imagined. Trust me, because I see the entire picture. My child, another lesson I want you to learn is perseverance. Great things are rarely built quickly. Deep faith is rarely developed instantly. Lasting character is rarely formed overnight. Growth takes time. Wisdom takes time. Maturity takes time. Do not become discouraged because progress feels slow. The strongest trees grow over many years. The strongest foundations require careful construction. The strongest faith develops through consistent trust. Continue being faithful. Continue showing kindness. Continue choosing integrity. Continue seeking me. The small choices you make each day are shaping your future more than you realize. My child, there are blessings ahead that require endurance. There are opportunities ahead that require wisdom. There are responsibilities ahead that require maturity. That is why I continue preparing you. Do not resist the process. Do not despise the lessons. Do not overlook the growth taking place within you. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more prepared. And I am not finished with you yet. My child, I want you to remember this. Whenever fear tries to enter your heart, you do not know everything about the future, but you know the one who holds the future. You do not know every detail of tomorrow, but you know the God who already stands there. You do not know every challenge ahead, but you know the one who will help you overcome them. Let that truth bring peace to your heart. Let that truth strengthen your faith. Let that truth remind you that you are never alone. If this message speaks to your spirit today, type "God is with me" in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that my presence remains with you through every season, every challenge, and every victory. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because the lessons ahead will help you walk with greater confidence, stronger faith, and deeper trust in my promises. What I am teaching you now will become strength for the seasons ahead. I am walking beside you, my child. Keep trusting me and never forget that you are not alone. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about hope. Not the fragile hope that depends upon circumstances, but the enduring hope that is rooted in my promises. There will be seasons in your life when hope feels easy. There will be moments when blessings are visible, prayers are being answered, and the path ahead appears clear. But there will also be seasons when hope becomes a choice. Those are the seasons I want to prepare you for. My child, hope is not pretending that problems do not exist. Hope is believing that your problems do not have the final word. Hope is looking beyond present difficulties and trusting that I am still working. Hope is refusing to let temporary circumstances define your eternal future. The enemy wants you to lose hope because hopeless people stop believing. Hopeless people stop trying. Hopeless people stop expecting good things. Hopeless people begin accepting limitations that I never intended for them. Do not allow hopelessness to take root in your heart. Guard your hope carefully. Protect it. Nurture it. Strengthen it through prayer and trust. Because hope is one of the greatest gifts I have placed within you. My child, I know there have been moments when life disappointed you. You prayed for healing and it seemed delayed. You prayed for provision and the answer took longer than expected. You prayed for restoration and the situation appeared unchanged. During those moments, it would have been easy to conclude that nothing was happening. But appearances can be deceiving. Many of the greatest things I do begin beneath the surface. Seeds grow underground before anyone sees fruit. Foundations are built beneath the ground before anyone sees the building. Character develops in private before influence becomes visible. In the same way, I often work behind the scenes before my work becomes visible in your circumstances. Trust the unseen process. Trust the hidden work. Trust my timing. My child, there are dreams inside your heart that you have nearly abandoned. The journey has been longer than expected. The obstacles have been greater than anticipated. The waiting has tested your patience. But I want you to hear me clearly today. Do not bury the dream because the process became difficult. Do not surrender the vision because progress seems slow. Do not stop believing because the answer has not yet arrived. The timing of fulfillment is not determined by your impatience. It is determined by my wisdom. and my wisdom sees what your eyes cannot. My child, some of the greatest breakthroughs happen after people have endured seasons of uncertainty. The problem is that many people stop believing too soon. They become discouraged before the answer arrives. They surrender before the breakthrough appears. They walk away before the door opens. Do not quit too soon. Do not abandon hope too soon. Do not give up on what I have placed within your heart. Continue trusting. Continue praying. Continue moving forward, because the answer may be closer than you realize. My child, another reason hope matters is because hope changes how you see the future. A fearful heart expects failure. A discouraged heart expects disappointment. But a hopeful heart remains open to possibilities. Hope allows you to recognize opportunities. Hope allows you to persevere through challenges. Hope allows you to remain strong during waiting seasons. Hope reminds you that your current circumstances are not the final chapter of your story. Never confuse a chapter with the entire book. There is more ahead. There is more growth ahead. There is more blessing ahead. There is more purpose ahead. There is more healing ahead. Your story is still unfolding. My child, I know some of you are carrying heavy memories from the past. Those memories have convinced you that the future will simply repeat previous disappointments. But your future is not required to repeat your past. I am able to create new outcomes. I am able to open new doors. I am able to bring new opportunities. I am able to write new chapters. Do not assume that yesterday's pain determines tomorrow's possibilities. Allow hope to rise again. Allow faith to grow again. Allow yourself to believe that better days are possible, because they are. My child, hope is strengthened when you remember my faithfulness. Think about how many times I have carried you through difficult seasons. Think about how many challenges you survived. Think about how many times I provided when you did not know how things would work out. You are still here. That alone is evidence of my faithfulness. You have endured more than you realize. You have overcome more than you acknowledge. And if I carried you through previous storms, I can carry you through future ones as well. My child, there are blessings ahead that require a hopeful heart. Opportunities often appear disguised as challenges. Growth often begins during difficult seasons. New beginnings often emerge from unexpected places. If you lose hope, you may fail to recognize what I am doing. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart expectant. Keep your spirit receptive. Because I am still working. I am still guiding. I am still opening doors. I am still creating possibilities. My child, every morning is evidence that I am giving you another opportunity. Another opportunity to grow. Another opportunity to trust. Another opportunity to learn. Another opportunity to move closer to your purpose. Do not waste that gift. Do not spend today's energy mourning yesterday's disappointments. Do not spend today's opportunities fearing tomorrow's uncertainties. Live today with faith. Live today with gratitude. Live today with hope. Because today matters. My child, I want you to understand that hope is not weakness. Hope is strength. Hope is courage. Hope is choosing to believe my promises despite temporary circumstances. And when hope joins faith, powerful things begin to happen within your heart. You become stronger. You become steadier. You become more resilient. You become more prepared for the future I have planned. If this message has encouraged your spirit today, type, "My hope is in the Lord," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that your future is not determined by circumstances, but by the faithfulness of the one who guides your life. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because the lessons ahead will help you strengthen your hope, deepen your trust, and walk confidently into the future I have prepared for you. The story is not over, and the best chapters are still being written. I am the source of your hope, my child. Keep believing, keep trusting, and keep moving forward. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about gratitude. Not gratitude that appears only when life is easy, but gratitude that remains alive even during difficult seasons. Many people wait until every prayer is answered before they become thankful. They wait until every problem disappears before they express gratitude. They wait until circumstances improve before they acknowledge, "My goodness." But gratitude is not merely a response to blessings. Gratitude is a posture of faith. Gratitude is choosing to recognize, "My goodness," even while the story is still unfolding. My child, there are blessings in your life right now that you may have overlooked because you became focused on what is still missing. You have become so focused on the next answer, the next opportunity, the next breakthrough, that you have forgotten to appreciate what is already present. Pause for a moment. Look around. Look at how far I have brought you. Look at the strength you have gained. Look at the wisdom you have acquired. Look at the protection you have received. Look at the opportunities that have already been placed before you. You may not have everything you desire yet, but you have much to be thankful for. My child, gratitude changes perspective. It shifts your focus from scarcity to provision. It shifts your attention from problems to possibilities. It reminds your heart that I have been faithful before, and I will be faithful again. The enemy wants you to focus only on what is lacking. I want you to recognize what is present. The enemy wants you to dwell on disappointment. I want you to remember my faithfulness. The enemy wants you to magnify problems. I want you to magnify my promises. What you consistently focus upon will influence the condition of your heart. Choose wisely. My child, I know there are seasons when gratitude feels difficult. During those moments, life may seem unfair. Challenges may feel overwhelming. Answers may seem delayed. Yet those are often the moments when gratitude becomes most powerful. Gratitude during hardship strengthens faith. Gratitude during waiting strengthens trust. Gratitude during uncertainty strengthens hope. When you thank me before the answer arrives, you demonstrate confidence in my character. You declare that my goodness is not dependent upon visible circumstances. You declare that my faithfulness remains true, even when results are not yet visible. That kind of gratitude pleases me. My child, there are people listening today who spend much of their time comparing their lives to others. They see someone else's success and feel discouraged. They see someone else's blessing and feel inadequate. They see someone else's opportunities and begin questioning their own journey. Comparison steals gratitude. Comparison blinds you to your own blessings. Comparison distracts you from your own purpose. Do not compare your journey to someone else's. I am working differently in every life. I am teaching different lessons. I am preparing different futures. Focus on what I am doing in your life. Focus on the opportunities I have placed before you. Focus on the growth taking place within you. Gratitude grows when comparison disappears. My child, another reason gratitude is important is because it protects your heart from bitterness. Bitterness grows when people focus exclusively on disappointments. Bitterness grows when people replay old hurts. Bitterness grows when they constantly dwell on what should have happened. But gratitude creates room for healing. Gratitude creates room for peace. Gratitude creates room for joy. You cannot fully appreciate today's blessings while remaining trapped by yesterday's pain. Release the bitterness. Release the resentment. Release the anger. And allow gratitude to fill the empty space. My child, I want you to become someone who notices the small blessings. Many people spend their lives waiting for extraordinary miracles while overlooking daily gifts. The breath in your lungs is a gift. The sunrise is a gift. The opportunity to learn is a gift. The opportunity to grow is a gift. The people who love you are gifts. The lessons that strengthen you are gifts. Even challenges can become gifts when they teach wisdom and build character. Train your heart to notice these things. Train your heart to give thanks. A grateful heart sees differently. A grateful heart lives differently. A grateful heart experiences greater peace. My child, there are moments when you wonder whether your prayers are making a difference. You pray faithfully. You trust faithfully. Yet visible answers seem slow to arrive. Remember this. Every prayer matters. Every act of faith matters. Every moment of trust matters. Nothing offered to me in faith is wasted. Even when you cannot see immediate results, I am working. Even when progress appears invisible, I am moving. Even when answers seem delayed, I am preparing. Gratitude helps you remember that truth. My child, there are blessings coming into your future that will make sense of some of today's questions. There are answers coming that will explain some of today's delays. There are opportunities coming that will reveal why certain doors remained closed. Until those moments arrive, continue trusting me. Continue thanking me. Continue believing. Do not wait until everything is perfect before expressing gratitude. Be thankful now. Be faithful now. Be hopeful now. Because gratitude opens your eyes to my goodness in every season. My child, when you begin each day with gratitude, your perspective changes. Problems may still exist, but they no longer dominate your thoughts. Challenges may still remain, but they no longer control your emotions. Gratitude reminds you that my faithfulness is greater than your difficulties. And that truth changes everything. If this message speaks to your heart today, type, "Thank you, Lord, for everything," in the comments as your declaration of gratitude. Let those words remind you to focus on my faithfulness rather than your fears. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because the lessons ahead will help you cultivate deeper faith, stronger hope, and greater joy in every season of life. What I am teaching you now will become a source of strength and wisdom for the future. I am blessing you in more ways than you realize, my child. Keep your heart grateful and your eyes fixed on me. My beloved child, today I want to speak to you about the future. I know there are moments when you think about tomorrow and feel uncertain. You wonder what lies ahead. You wonder whether your prayers will be answered. You wonder whether your efforts will produce results. You wonder whether the dreams hidden within your heart will ever become reality. But today, I want you to stop looking at the future through the lens of fear. Look at it through the lens of faith. My child, the future is not something you need to fear when your life is in my hands. Fear tells you to expect the worst. Fear tells you to imagine failure. Fear tells you to focus on every possible problem. But fear is not your guide. I am your guide. And when I guide your steps, you do not need to be controlled by fear. You may not know every detail of tomorrow, but you know the one who created tomorrow. You may not know every challenge ahead, but you know the one who will help you overcome them. You may not know every opportunity that is coming, but you know the one who opens doors no person can close. That knowledge should bring peace to your heart. My child, there are people listening today who have allowed fear of the future to steal their joy in the present. They spend so much time worrying about what might happen that they fail to enjoy the blessings already surrounding them. Do not make that mistake. The future belongs to me. Your responsibility is faithfulness today. Focus on today's opportunities. Focus on today's growth. Focus on today's obedience. And trust me with what comes next. One day at a time, one step at a time, one lesson at a time. That is how faith grows. My child, many of the worries that occupy your mind today will never happen. Fear has a way of creating imaginary battles. It presents scenarios that may never become reality. It convinces you to carry burdens that do not exist. But I did not create you to live under the weight of constant fear. I created you to walk in faith. Faith does not deny challenges. Faith simply refuses to allow challenges to become greater than my promises. The obstacle may be real. The difficulty may be real. The uncertainty may be real. But my power is real too. My wisdom is real too. My faithfulness is real too. Never forget that. My child, there are opportunities ahead that you cannot yet see. There are doors that have not yet opened. There are relationships that have not yet entered your life. There are blessings that have not yet arrived. Do not assume that what you see today is all that exists. I am capable of creating opportunities from unexpected places. I am capable of bringing provision through unexpected means. I am capable of opening doors that seem impossible to open. The future contains possibilities beyond your current imagination. Trust me enough to believe that. My child, another reason you should not fear the future is because of everything we have already overcome together. Look back for a moment. Remember the challenges you survived. Remember the fears you overcame. Remember the prayers I answered. Remember the protection I provided. You have already witnessed my faithfulness many times. Why should tomorrow be different? The same God who carried you through previous seasons will carry you through future seasons. The same God who strengthened you before will strengthen you again. The same God who provided before will provide again. My character does not change. My love does not change. My faithfulness does not change. My child, there may be moments when the future unfolds differently than you expected. Do not become discouraged during those moments. Sometimes my plans exceed your expectations. Sometimes my wisdom takes you down a different road than the one you originally desired. Trust me, I am not leading you away from blessing. I am leading you toward it. I am not leading you away from purpose. I am leading you into it. I am not leading you away from growth. I am leading you through it. Even when the path surprises you, my goodness remains. My child, I also want you to stop postponing joy until some future event occurs. Many people tell themselves they will be happy when a certain prayer is answered. They will be grateful when a certain blessing arrives. They will have peace when a certain problem disappears. But joy is available now. Peace is available now. Hope is available now. My presence is available now. Do not postpone the blessings that are already within reach. Receive them today. My child, there are people listening who feel behind in life. They compare themselves to others. They compare their achievements, relationships, finances, or progress. Stop comparing. Your life is unfolding according to a unique plan. Your story is not late. Your purpose is not behind schedule. Your journey is not less valuable because it looks different. Trust my timing. Trust my process. Trust my wisdom. Everything does not need to happen immediately. Everything does not need to happen according to someone else's timeline. Focus on your journey. Focus on your growth. Focus on your relationship with me. My child, I see a future filled with possibility. I see opportunities for growth. I see opportunities for healing. I see opportunities for blessing. I see opportunities for purpose. Do not allow fear to blind you to those possibilities. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Keep your hope strong. Keep your eyes fixed on me. Because I am already preparing the next chapter, and when the time comes, you will see that I was working all along. If this message speaks to your heart today, type, "My future belongs to God," in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind you that you do not have to fear tomorrow, because I am already there. Stay with me until the very end, because the final message of this journey will bring everything together and help you move forward with confidence, hope, and renewed faith. Your story is still unfolding, and my plans for you are greater than you can presently imagine. I am preparing your tomorrow, my child. Trust me, and walk forward without fear. My beloved child, we have come to this moment together, and before this message ends, I want you to listen more carefully than ever before. Do not rush away. Do not allow distractions to pull your attention elsewhere. What I am about to place upon your heart is not merely encouragement for today. It is a foundation for the days ahead. Throughout this journey, I have reminded you of my faithfulness. I have reminded you of my love. I have reminded you of my promises. I have reminded you that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, and not alone. Now I want you to remember something that must remain with you long after these words have ended. I am still writing your story. The chapter you are currently living is not the final chapter. The struggle you are facing is not the final chapter. The disappointment you experienced is not the final chapter. The waiting season you have endured is not the final chapter. The story is still being written. And because I am the author, you can trust the ending. My child, there are moments when life convinces you that nothing is changing. Day after day seems the same. The answers you seek seem distant. The progress you desire appears slow. The breakthrough you pray for feels delayed. But do not confuse slow movement with no movement. Do not confuse hidden work with absent work. Do not confuse waiting with abandonment. Even now, while you listen to these words, I am working. I am arranging details. I am opening doors. I am closing doors that would harm you. I am preparing opportunities. I am strengthening your spirit. I am teaching lessons that will become valuable later. I am positioning you for what is ahead. You may not see it yet, but one day you will. My child, there are blessings that have your name upon them. There are opportunities that have your name upon them. There are assignments that have your name upon them. There are people whose lives will be impacted because of your faithfulness. Never underestimate the influence of your obedience. Never underestimate the importance of your faith. Never underestimate what I can accomplish through a willing heart. You may feel ordinary, but I often work through ordinary people in extraordinary ways. You may feel unqualified, but I do not choose people based solely on qualifications. I look for hearts that are willing. I look for hearts that trust me. I look for hearts that remain faithful. My child, as you move forward from this day, remember the lessons I have been teaching you. When fear tries to rise, choose faith. When anxiety tries to grow, choose trust. When disappointment tries to discourage you, choose hope. When bitterness tries to take root, choose forgiveness. When comparison tries to steal your joy, choose gratitude. When uncertainty tries to overwhelm you, choose to remember my promises. These choices will shape your future. These choices will strengthen your spirit. These choices will help you walk confidently through every season. My child, there will still be challenges ahead. There will still be days when answers seem delayed. There will still be moments when faith requires courage. But now you know something important. You do not face those moments alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I remain behind you. My presence surrounds you. My wisdom guides you. My strength supports you. My love covers you. And nothing can separate you from that love. My child, there are some of you listening who almost gave up. You were tired. You were discouraged. You were questioning whether anything would ever change. But look at you now. You are still here. You are still listening. You are still believing. You are still seeking me. That alone is evidence that my hand has been sustaining you. The enemy wanted you to quit, but you continued. The enemy wanted you to surrender, but you remained. The enemy wanted you to lose hope, but hope still lives within you. And because hope remains, the story continues. My child, do not leave this journey carrying the same fears you brought into it. Leave with faith. Leave with confidence. Leave with peace. Leave with renewed trust in me. The future ahead may not be fully visible, but it is fully known by me. The road ahead may not be easy, but it will never be walked alone. The answers ahead may not arrive immediately, but they are already being prepared. Trust me. Trust me when life is clear. Trust me when life is confusing. Trust me when prayers are answered quickly. Trust me when prayers require patience. Trust me during victories. Trust me during challenges. Trust me during every season, because my faithfulness is not temporary. My faithfulness is eternal. My child, this is my final reminder for you today. You are loved. You are chosen. You are seen. You are known. You are guided. You are protected. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not without purpose. Your life matters. Your faith matters. Your future matters. And the plans I have for you are greater than your fears, greater than your doubts, and greater than your present understanding. So lift your head, strengthen your heart, renew your faith, and step into tomorrow with confidence. Because I am with you. Because I am for you. Because I am faithful. And because your best days are still ahead. If this message has blessed your heart from beginning to end, type Amen. I receive it in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words become a reminder that you are trusting me with your future. And if these messages have strengthened your walk with me, encouraged your heart, and helped you grow spiritually, and if you feel happy with my words, you may support this ministry through the link given below. Your support helps these messages continue reaching people around the world who are searching for hope, peace, and encouragement. Share this message with someone who needs it today, and continue returning to my presence daily, because every lesson you apply can transform your life. Remember this always, my child. I am with you. I am working for you. I am fighting for you. I am guiding you. And I will never leave you. This is not the end. It is the beginning of the next chapter.